This is not just about becoming better. This is about becoming unrecognizable to the person you used to be. If you're waiting for the right time, you've already lost. The time is now. The person is you. You weren't born to stay average. You were born to evolve, daily, painfully, beautifully. Asterisk, you're not here by accident. You didn't open this book because life is perfect. Deep down, something inside you knows you're capable of more. Not just surviving, thriving. Not just existing, evolving. You're tired of starting over. Tired of feeling stuck. Tired of living below your potential. This is not just a book. This is your mirror, your challenge, and your blueprint. If you're ready to stop making excuses and start rebuilding yourself from the inside out, then turn the page. Your transformation begins now. Asterisk, Chapter 1. The wake-up call. There comes a time in every person's life when silence becomes too loud. Comfort becomes suffocating, and the mirror no longer reflects who you truly want to be. It doesn't always happen dramatically. Sometimes it's in the quiet moments. You wake up one morning and realize you're tired. Not just physically, but emotionally and mentally exhausted from living a life that feels stuck, routine, or uninspired. That is the wake-up call. Self-improvement doesn't begin with motivation or positivity. It begins with discomfort. It begins when something feels off, when your actions no longer align with your vision, when your environment feels too small for your dreams, or when you sense you've become someone you never planned to be. Weakness, it's a signal that growth is knocking on your door. For many, the wake-up call arrives as burnout, heartbreak, failure, or a quiet whisper. This can't be all there is. It's the breaking point, but also the beginning. It marks the moment you stop sleepwalking through life and start asking the questions that matter. Who am I? What do I want? What am I willing to change? Most people ignore the wake-up call. They numb it with distractions, scrolling, complaining, binge-watching, blaming others. But if you're reading this, chances are you've decided not to be one of them. You've chosen awareness. You've chosen to answer the call instead of silencing it. Answering that call doesn't mean having all the answers. It means choosing to begin, even if you're unsure where it will take you. It means making one small decision today to become better than yesterday. That decision might look like saying no to what drains you, or saying yes to something that scares you. It might mean waking up an hour earlier, taking responsibility for your habits, or ending a toxic relationship. It's not the size of the change that matters. It's the commitment to change at all. Your wake-up call is not your end, it's your rebirth. In this book, you'll learn how to redesign your mind, shape your habits, and transform your life. Step by step. You don't have to change everything overnight. You just need to wake up to the truth that you are not stuck. You are not finished. You are not broken. You are ready. You don't need more time. You need more direction. You don't need more talent. You need more discipline. And you don't need to wait for life to hand you something better. You need to become someone stronger. The journey of self-improvement doesn't begin when everything is perfect. It begins when you finally admit that things need to change. This is your moment. This is your wake-up call. Don't go back to sleep. Chapter 2. Facing the mirror. The hardest part of growth isn't doing the work hits. Being honest with yourself about where you are right now. No change is possible if you're still pretending everything is okay, still blaming the world for your pain, or still lying to yourself about the cost of your inaction. Facing the mirror doesn't mean criticizing yourself. It means courageously acknowledging your strengths and weaknesses without judgment. It means looking at your habits, your mindset, your relationships, and asking, are these helping me become who I want to be? We often avoid the mirror because it makes us uncomfortable. It forces us to confront the gap between who we are and who we want to be. But discomfort is the beginning of power. When you stop hiding from your flaws, you stop giving them power over you. Ask yourself, are you living your truth or someone else's version of success? Do your choices reflect your values or your fears? Are you building your future or escaping your present? Clarity comes through confrontation. You can't solve what you refuse to see. So take inventory. What are you avoiding? What habits are keeping you stagnant? What stories are you still telling yourself that no longer serve you? The mirror doesn't lie, but it also doesn't judge. It simply reflects what is, and what is can always be changed. You're not too far gone. You're not too late. You're not too broken. The truth is painful, but it's also freeing, because once you see the problem clearly, you can finally begin to fix it. The mirror may show your flaws, but it also reveals your potential. Chapter 3. The power of ownership. You cannot improve your life until you take full responsibility for it. Ownership is not about guilt or shame. It's about reclaiming your power. Blaming circumstances, people, or luck gives your control away. But when you say, I am responsible, you become the author of your story. You stop waiting for someone to rescue you. You stop waiting for the perfect moment. You realize no one is coming, and that's okay, because you are capable of doing the work. Ownership doesn't mean everything is your fault, but it does mean that your healing, your growth, and your direction are your responsibility. Life will hand you challenges. People will let you down. Things will go wrong. But what you choose to do with it, that's where your power lives. Taking ownership means letting go of the victim mind, holding yourself accountable for your decisions, learning from your failures instead of hiding from them. The moment you say, "This is on me," is the moment you unlock your ability to change. Your excuses shrink. Your confidence grows. You stop reacting and start creating. Improving your life isn't about fixing the world. It's about mastering yourself. And the first step in that mastery is ownership. When you take responsibility, you take control. And when you take control, you take your life back. Chapter 4. Breaking the cycle. Change is impossible if you're stuck in the same loops, mentally, emotionally, or behaviorally. You cannot grow in a system built to keep you the same. That system might be your environment, your routine, or even your beliefs. Breaking the cycle begins with awareness. What are you repeating that no longer serves you? Maybe it's procrastination. Maybe it's self-doubt. Maybe it's saying yes when you mean no. These loops feel safe, but they are prisons in disguise. You are not a prisoner of your past unless you choose to stay there. The truth is, habits become identities. If you repeat something long enough, it becomes who you are. That means change isn't just possible, inevitable when you shift your patterns. You break the cycle by interrupting it, not by overhauling everything overnight, but by choosing something different, one response, one thought at a time. You say no where you used to say yes. You go for a walk instead of scrolling. You speak up instead of shrinking. The brain loves familiarity, even if that familiarity is pain. So when you do something new, expect resistance, but push through it, because on the other side of that discomfort is freedom. Your cycles don't define you. Your choices do. Chapter 5. Letting go of the old you. Self-improvement isn't just about becoming someone new, also about releasing the person you no longer want to be. You cannot evolve if you're still holding on to an outdated version of yourself. That version may have helped you survive, but it cannot help you thrive. Growth requires grieving. You must mourn the patterns, identities, and roles you've outgrown. Letting go might mean shedding toxic relationships, or stepping out of roles others placed on you. It could mean giving up the need to be liked, or releasing the shame from your past. Change often feels like loss before it feels like gain. But when you let go, you create space for new habits, new thoughts, new opportunities, This isn't about hating your old self. It's about honoring them for getting you here and choosing not to stay there. Release the weight. Become lighter. Rise higher. Chapter 6. Rewrite the story. We write the story. You are not bound by your past. You are bound by the story you keep telling yourself about your past. Maybe you've told yourself you're not smart enough, disciplined enough, worthy enough. Maybe you've replayed mistakes like they define you. But those are just stories. And stories can be rewritten. Your mind believes what you repeat. So choose to repeat truth, not limitations. You rewrite your story by challenging the old narratives, speaking about yourself with respect, choosing actions that prove the new version of who you are. This isn't about pretending life has been perfect. It's about refusing to let it imprison you. You can take your pain and turn it into purpose. You can take your failures and use them as fuel. This is your story. Write something worth living.